In this video, we're going to have a look at how you can pull your products through into the pricing table. Now, I haven't set up any specific products for this, so I'm just going with these products, and I've just set the loop to pull in products on sale. And we have the pricing pulling through, the title pulling through, the image pulling through, and then this is the excerpt or the short description of the product, the button. And then here we have the content, which would be the long description of the product. So just another way to display products on the homepage, and maybe something different to the normal way that products would be styled. So in this case, once again, the styling you can set up any way that you want. I've gone for styling similar to this, and you'll see, and it just looks really nice. So to show you how this is set up, what I'm going to do then is just create a new section. So we'll add a section, and inside the container then we will add another container, because we know we're going to need that with dynamic content. And then I'm going to add the pricing tables. So there we have the pricing tables set up, and I think it's time now to go and get the loop set up. So we go up to the container, we activate the query loop, and then under the post type, I'm going to select products. So we now have the products coming through, and then I'm just going to limit that. Well, I'm not going to limit that at all, because I want all the sale products to show. So for the sale products to show, head down here to meta query, and the meta query will be on the custom field underscore sale underscore price, a standard WooCommerce field, meta value of 0, and we'll do the comparison of greater than. So anything with the sale price greater than 0 will appear in the loop. And then what we need to do is go and match the elements in the pricing table to that data. So the post title is already linked, but to show you how that's inserted, we select the post title. The subtitle, I don't have a subtitle in this case, so I'm going to remove that. And we'll just keep going down the list here. The next item is pricing. So to get the correct pricing, I'm going to remove that, and we'll simply then look for, I'll just type in price, product price. The product price will be rendered. And what you'll notice now with the price is I don't need the $sign and I don't need the 90. So we remove the $sign and we remove the 90, and there we have the pricing. The price meta, maybe I'll just put in per unit. And we keep going. Now we see the features. We're not going to go with those features. What we'll do is we'll have a look, and we'll go for the post excerpt. And I'm also not going to include an icon in this case. So we simply then select the icon editor and remove it. And then there'll be no icon with the excerpt. Head on down. I'm not going to worry about colors right now. Then we have the button, and the button will be, let's just say, buy now, and then the link. Now we're going to set the link. So the link we know go to dynamic data, and the dynamic data that we're going to set here will be the post link. So we've set to the post link, nothing else to do there. Keep on going, scroll down. Then we see additional info. So for additional info, I'm going to go for the post content and keep going. And then we have the ribbon. And for the ribbon, I'll just go with on sale. And because it's on sale, I'm going to go with a background color of red. So move that slider over. That's a nice red, and it's on sale. So that done, we're going to save. Now what we want to do before we look at it, we just want to shift this all into a nice layer. So I'm going to go to the container and slide them up next to each other. That looks great. We need a bit of spacing here. And to do the spacing, then I'm going to go to the container with the loop. So I'm going to rename that with loop, so I know that's the one with the loop. And then I'm just going to go into the style, and we're going to give that some padding of 10 on the left and 10 on the right. And then the actual pricing table fits in the middle, nicely in the middle. And we're going to save that. Then head over to the website and refresh. And scroll down, and there we have the items. Now what we want to do is bring in the image. So to bring in the image, we go back up, back to the pricing table, and we're going to go and look for that subheader. So in the content for our layout, we look here for the subtitle, and we're going to change that then to the featured image. And the featured image will now pull through into that space. There we have the featured image. And also I know that the pricing here is way too big. So we'll head down to the pricing and we'll go to the price typography and change that maybe to 30. Yep, that I can definitely read. Head over to the website now, and yeah, there we have that coming through. Now, I have created my own styling for the image to have the rounded corners. So if I inspect that, in the previous video I showed you we came up with this a selector that targeted the span.pricing table subtitle, and we target the image, and that was the border radius of 10 pixels and the margin at the top of 10 pixels, and that's just to get it to fit nicely. So here we have our item, and you can see yeah, just one or two things that need to be adjusted here. So let's add some space here. So I'm going to go over to the section and style and layout and just add, in this case we'll just make it 50 above and 50 below, and that's just to make it style a bit better. And what I can also do now, I noticed that the when we look at it in the mobile view, I thought I saw the elements, yeah, they're just touching each other. So we just want to create some space there. So I'll go down to the pricing tables, and here's the layout, and the margin at the bottom, I'll set that to 20. And let's just see if that targeted the right element. Right, and there we have the spacing at the bottom. So now we have the each element on its own, and here, we've gone for a very much out the box look with the white. Here we've gone with something that had a lot more formatting and much darker. Yeah, so that's pretty much how we can make all this happen. If you want to do the styling now, we do that all within the pricing table really, and style it very much as we did before. So we can do the table background. Let's just carry on going though. So if we wanted to style each of these to have the same background, we'll head over here rather to background and select a color, and they'll all get the same background. And then we can select the typography color as well and give them all the color of white. So we get the white coming through, and let's save that. Then I'm going to go back to the content element, and I can see here, for example, I'd like this text to be on the left-hand side. So scroll right down till we get to the post content, the typography there. We can then simply align to the left. The pricing needs a bit of updating. So let's scroll up to the pricing. So there's the header, and here we have the pricing, and can't see that pricing. So we look for the pricing color. Typography, color, and if we wanted to stand out nice and boldly, let's go for more yellow. Right, so there we have that's a bit green. Orange, red. There we go, nice yellow. That'll stand out a lot. There we have the per unit coming through. That's the excerpt. And then we can just also then maybe look at the button. So I'm going to go down here, look for the button. Here we have the button, and we'll just let's change the size then to extra large, and maybe just give that border a border radius of 5 pixels. And you'll also see in the latest version of Bricks Builder now a subtle change in the way that the corners are laid out. Instead of the single row, it's now broken down into where they actually appear in relation to the item. So that just visually make it a bit easier. And yeah, I think that that's pretty much done. That's all very dark. Um, and let's save that and head over to the website. And yeah, so there we have our products coming through, not looking like products in the traditional sense, but still maybe just to create a different kind of dynamic element on the website. So that's how you can hook this up to your products. And then, of course, the styling, as per previous videos, to style it, pretty much whatever you want to do. I'll just do a little bit of styling then. So the first thing I'm going to do is go over, maybe I do like the rounded corners idea. So we'll go to the borders, and I'm going to give the border a radius here of 10 pixels, and we'll link that. There we have the border radius coming in of 10 pixels. And right, then what else can we do? Give it a drop shadow. So here we go to the box shadow, and let's make that nice and dark. So that looks good. We can make it lighter if we want, but I quite like the darker. That's starting to pop out, and if we really wanted to do something quite different, no, I think we can leave it like that. Let's save that. And you'll see now how that just kind of pops off the page a little bit nicer, gives it that 3D kind of feel. So, yeah, that's pretty much then how you could style or add your products to the pricing table. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching.